Hello, my name is Chris Duran.
And I'm Jeff Himes, and we are safety specialists with Western Safety Associates.
In this edition of A Word About Safety, we're going to be talking to you about the styles, types, classes, and features of the JSP Evolution Hard Hat line. The most common style on the market is our full brim style, which we do offer. The second most common will be our cap style that features an inch brim. And our last style we'll talk about is the short brim, which features a micro brim.
All of these styles are also available in the vented and non-vented, which we will discuss more later. Aside from styles, hard hats can also be classified by type. A hard hat type basically indicates where the head is going to be protected from impact. According to OSHA, a Type 1 hard hat is intended to reduce the force of impact resulting from a blow only from the top of the head, similar to a tool falling from a work platform above you.
The Type 2 hard hat is intended to reduce the impact force from a lateral impact. What's a lateral impact? Lateral impact is any impact that is off-center, on the top of the head, or on the sides. JSP has met and exceeded this standard by meeting the EN 14052 standard for high performance impact, and they've done this by adding an expanded polystyrene liner to absorb all force of impacts, as well as an ANSI approved retention chin strap so that the hard hat stays on your head at all times. Identifying the classification of head protection needed is primarily based on your work environment and the hazards that you face in that environment. If, for instance, you're worried about light bumps and lacerations, a bump cap would be the most appropriate head protection.
A Type G hard hat carries an electrical rating of up to 2200 volts and is a very widely used style of hard hat.
Unlike the Type G, a Class C is also a general style hard hat. However, the C stands for conductive, and that's because this hard hat holds no electrical rating. So if your workers are around any kind of electrical hazards, this is not recommended. However, it's the most used style of any worker working outdoors because of the venting here that helps with airflow and comfort.
A Type E hard hat is electrically rated for up to 20,000 volts and should be used anytime anyone is working in an electrical environment.
Alright, so now that we've talked about style, type, and class, let's go ahead and talk about fitting your JSP Evolution hard hat. The JSP Evolution hard hats are unique in the fact that they come with a 6-point pre-installed suspension system, and they also have a patented 3D adjustment system to allow for optimum fit on any head size. This 3-tier rear adjustment is going to do most of your adjusting for any style head. However, if you do have a smaller head, you may have to adjust the nape strap. You may also have to adjust the front strap. So, Jeff is going to be my assistant here for this example. Jeff's head is a size 8 or a large. So for that, we're going to look at our tier system. Tier 1 is up top, Tier 2 in the middle, Tier 3 at the bottom. Tier 1 is going to be for the largest head styles and work your way down for the smaller. Alright? So for Tier 1, we'll snap it in, and this will give Jeff the most comfort and ability to adjust so that it fits his head properly. So once Jeff has the hard hat on his head, we need to pay attention to where the nape strap actually falls. If the nape strap falls too high onto the occipital lobe or too low onto the neck, over-tightening will need to be done in order to compensate for poor fit. Over-tightening is a major issue because it causes unnecessary stress not only to the nape strap but also to the ratchet system. Now, once Jeff has this on his head, he'll go ahead and tighten it up. So that's nice and tight. It is right underneath the occipital bone so that it is using that bone as an anchor point in order to keep that hard hat on his head at all times. Now, the other thing we want to look at is does the hard hat itself have a little play? We want it to have a little play because if it does not, it's too tight and you could cause issues with the straps actually cutting into the head. So, now that we've got this fitted properly, Jeff can work at all heights, whether things are below him or above him, without the worry of the hard hat actually falling off. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any comments, feedback, or questions, please feel free to reach out to one of our reps at Western Safety Associates.